something happened yesterday and it hurt so bad, right? Because it's one where you'd imagine that it would never happen, but somehow it did, and I can't say I'm good. Today, I thought of doing a different kind of video, right? A much relaxed one where I just talk to you. I just hope I can. Yeah, a much relaxed video where I just let me see if I can just bend this so I'm sure that you guys can hear me. All right, I'm not sure how this is looking, but I just hope it looks good. So just focus on what I have to say. All right, so like I said, I thought to do a different kind of video where I am just relaxed. I'm going to be exploring on this channel, so just bear with me. Right, I want to just have a conversation with you, a much more relaxed one. I have something for you at the end, so make sure you stay tuned. And I hope this is not boring because it's one video that I've always wanted to, one type of video I always wanted to create, and this is also a story that it hits me and I thought to share with you because I believe it would help you in some type of way. So before I tell you how it did, and I can't say I'm good, right? Because I am not good, honestly. But it doesn't matter. I still have to record videos for you. I still have to share with you what I think would help you because there's so much I have in stock for you, right? And I've not shared for the week. I might, of course, I want to share more than once a week. And one videos like this where I just talk to you, and one where I teach you something. I just want to share value. I just want to help you become the better designer or whatever it is you want to be better at. Now, of course, I know I have mentioned before that I am creating an agency. I am still creating the agency, right? I'm not sure if this is distracting, but let me just, yeah, I'm still creating the agency, right? And I'm going to carry you on the journey because I believe I can do 5 to 10K in 6 months. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we're going to be a part to that. We're going to see how that grows. Because of course if it works, then I'll just get you guys on board and just show you guys what I'm doing. I'm learning, documenting things, learning, trying to set up the prerequisite or the earlier stage of things, so you can relate to it when it's so for those that don't know who I am, my name is Brighton Bar. I'm a product designer and I have been doing this for about 4 years, even though I've been in tech for 5 years now. And trust me, I know what I am saying, especially when I give you advice related to design. I am still learning. I'm still very early, I believe, but I think I have some level of experience that is enough to take you off the ground. And if you're off the ground, at least keep you going and help you keep your head straight. Because I've done this for years and I've made so much money from it, right? It still leads to compared to where my eyes is at, but I got notification now. Oh shit. It still leads to compared to where my eyes is at, but of course we're off and we are running and we're gonna see where this heads. All right, so something happened. Like I said, I don't think I want to share the details yet because it might be reversed, right? And I don't want to share details yet because it hurts so much. Right, so that's by the way. Let's get to the deal of today. So I had a call with a friend of mine, Priscilla. We had a call. I think that was 5 a.m. yesterday because I wake up very early. I try to start my day as early as possible. 5 a.m. I am up. Like the time is, if I'm not mistaken, time is 6:50 now. I've been prepping for this video for about 20 minutes. So and I've been up since like 4 a.m. Right? Yeah, past 4 a.m. I think I've rambled enough. It's time to get to what I want to share with you. So I had a call with Prissy 5 a.m. yesterday, and we're talking about we're solving a design problem, because we've had this kind of sessions in the past where we just jump on calls. Shelly, when she has design problems, she reached out to me. We jump on calls and we just talk about it and figure out how to solve it. I can't give you details of the problem, but we've had solutions in different niches in the e-commerce space, and these were real life problems, right? But this particular one is for a client, so I can't really share details because it's a project that is ongoing, and of course the client will want to maintain confidentiality for the idea, because I'm not sure if there's anybody doing something like that Do you understand? And I thought I could also share with you the details of that call, not details of the project itself, but details of how we tackled the problem, because I got to realize that yes, many of you might also be in that position where you need guide on tackling design problems like this one. And it could not just be design problems, it could be any creative problem at all that you're not sure where to start. Probably you land a project and you're not sure you're not sure how to go about it, you're confused or you're lost, completely lost. So I'm going to be sharing you details on how I handle this, because honestly there's one thing I think I have cracked in the design space, it's solving design problems. And this didn't happen till somewhat 2022, I think early 2022, first half of 2022, right? When I was stuck, I was applying for jobs, I was dead broke, right? I was just off, I was squatting with a friend as of early 2022. If I'm not, is it applying for jobs, applying. I was crazy with applying for jobs. I wasn't landing anything. Then, of course, that was one of the years where we had this web 3 thing going on, fling, like going crazy. So I applied for one of the projects, right? And I was close to getting it, but I was given a task and I failed. I think that was a senior design role. One of the reasons why I failed, because if I was going to say I was senior to handle that project, then I should know how to solve design problems, right? I mean, it's just common sense. But I wasn't able to solve it. I did the task to the best of my ability. I was just 2 years into design, so I was still at the phase I was focusing on how to create clean UIs, how to have the best icons and typography and all of that. I had not really focused on solving design problems. But after that task, it hits me that, man, I needed to figure out how to solve this. I can't really remember how I was able to figure out the solution, but I know at some point I started reaching out to some guys I knew would know how to do this. I reached out to Druids, I reached out to OB, right? Which of course they responded, and I got this book, Solving Design Problems, right? Solving Design Problems, which should lead me to the first point on how to solve creative problems or design problems which is because that's the main reason why I created this video, to talk to you on how to solve design or creative problems. Now, while this was going on, right, I got on the book, right? I got the book. I think I got it from Dries or Obi. I can't remember which of them gave me the book, but I have the book. I could share with you now if you just send me DM or reach out to me in the comment section, and I'll send you the book. Right, solving design problems, and it was like a question and answer session where it's a book, right, but very interactive and creative and crazy book actually, because you're going to learn a lot reading that book. So I saw this, I read a book, right, on solving design problems, and it gave me clarity on what was missing and on why I wasn't solving problems like I should be solving them. Let me get my notes so so we can keep track with things. All right, so as I was saying about what I had to do, right, I read this book and it really did help me, because I now understood what it felt like, or how best to solve design problems. Now, one of the things that stood out for me in that book, and one of the things he helped me did first, what stood out for me in that book was a different technique to solving problem. I think it was who, what, who, how, and one other thing I can't remember, but I think why. Yeah, what, who, how, why, and one other thing I can't remember. But yeah, I think I'll put that somewhere in the screen when I'm editing, right? But yeah, it did. And if you check on my portfolio now, there's this project. I will leave the link in the comment, because now, and this has helped me improve so much in my career, because now I've landed so many projects. I've maintained relationship, because if you do good work, of course you maintain relationship, and that was another thing that helped me get Storyblock. And I've solved so many design problems, both those I've documented and shared online, those I've documented and kept in my archive, because I just didn't want to share it, right? Or maybe I didn't want to share it, or I just didn't share it, right? Now, there's a second book I read to Articulating Design Decisions. It helped me understand how to articulate the problem and document it, because you don't understand what the problem is, you document it, you will not be able to see where you could start tackling it from and how you should go about it. So once you figure out the problem is, you understand this, you document it, boom, you're off to a very good start. Now, the second is practice, because I don't want to go to the third one. Now, the second is practice. Just keep practicing, all right? You get better at whatever it is you're practicing. Practice, I've mentioned that. Then the third and the most important one is learning how to break things into bits. So no matter what problem you're solving, no matter what issue you're having, you need to learn how to break it into bits, because that's the only way you even have a head start. Do you understand? Like, I share a newsletter on how to do it. Now, I had this problem in our block. We had to solve a problem, right? A design problem. As visual editor, we need to find ways to show people what they've done before in a way that they can still manipulate it and use it, right? Which means you have to deal with schema, you have to deal with different type of schemas, right? The forms, the field, and everything in between, right? Data sources and on and on. If you know how CMS works, I'm sure you get what I'm saying. So we got to solve that, right? Yeah. So we had that problem, right? And I was tasked to work on it, right? Which means the only way you could go about that particular problem was to go look out for that of competitors, right? And figure out how they are doing it. Then you can understand how best to improve the experience based off your understanding. And I was lost because I wasn't so sure. You know, one thing about working in the companies, first of all, you want to have your design skills in check. Once you have your design skills, I think you can solve any design problem. But this particular, how tough it was, and this particular one was very tough. I've had more tough ones, which means I've learned how to handle things like this. But this one was tough because going to competitors' projects, they had similar features, but this time around they were more manual. Like ours, that was visually pleasing. We had a very good GUI, graphic user interface. Theirs was more of the terminals where you get to use packages and just interact with terminals, right? Install packages and npms and all of that, right? Which I understood, but of course not to the point where I could easily manipulate it. I could do it, but it would take time, which you do not have that much time, right? When you're working with it seemed like us, actually at the point of working on that project, it was everything has to be fast. Right, I tried it wasn't working. Now what did I do? I had to break it down into pieces. Now I had to go look for indirect competitors that probably had similar things like that which we wanted, right? And I can't remember the product I saw, but I found what they were doing. I found how similar it was to ours, which is, this is me going from the known to the unknown, right? I found how they were solving the problem, and I also checked for technical write-ups, because one of the things that technical writers help us do is they bring up certain screens that we do not get access to. Do you understand? Certain screens that we do not get access to in the product. They bring it out and write about it. Write about them rather. So I was able to Google and I found some of these screens, and I was able to start putting the puzzles together, and that was how I was able to solve this problem. And I think this could help you too, because one of the other ways to have solved some of that problem was going on YouTube to find case studies and content created by content creators, because these products pay content creators to help them talk about this product, or they create content by themselves. So that's one of the ways I was able to figure out what was being done there, and I solved the problem. So that's how breaking things down into bits can help you. Sometimes it might require you. Sometimes I've had to write things down. I write them down, and I start to, because when you write them down, of course, you see the clear pattern where things are not making sense, where things are not adding up. You understand? So I recap on the things that I mentioned in this call, because I know I've said a whole lot. The first is reading books to help you understand how to solve design problems, and I think this would help you solve other creative problems. But the particular one for solving design problems is for design particularly, but for articulating design decisions, it's much more broad, right? It help you understand. It's for design, but it's also help you understand how well to articulate, document things, and note things down. It tells you the difference between noting things down and documenting things. I had spoke about this in one of the events I spoke out. I think it was at Config 2024. I think it was in July 29th. I spoke about cognitive load, and I mentioned a few points of the book. So it's a very good book. So if you need any of these books, let me know. I'll share with you. And that is all I have for you today. And just to give you guys an update on how I've been doing. Right, I'm almost done with my design course, right? I have to document first and recording, right? So I learned Figma, I want to change our UI, so because the changing of UI affected what I was doing, which meant I couldn't. I'm trying to give you a very high quality course, so I couldn't document the screen, the sections, the two bars, like I would have loved to document them so you could understand, which meant I have to go over them again. But they said they want to change the UI, so I'm hoping they change it back to how it used to be, so I can keep that. But so I don't go ahead and edit twice, right? But if that's not the case, which I hope it's, I hope they do not, they change it back to the old one, so I can keep what I have, so I don't have to do it again, right? And also creating some UIs that you would have to learn when you'll be able to do by yourself when you're done going through the course. I'm creating that as well. And what else? So that's the stage I'm at the course. So I should be able to finish that this week and start recording, because I want to record this week. Once I start recording, by the time I'm creating a new video next week, I should be giving you a much better update and when you should be expecting the course, right? And I told you guys I was building my design agency, right? It's not for software per se, but for marketing, right? Helping certain people in the industry market their product or create product, right? And but yeah, it's in the works. I'm learning, I'm creating. I wouldn't want to jump into it at now because I'm trying to create my own product, right? So I could use that as a case study for future clients, right? Because I'll do free work, right? But it's always better when you have some level of proof and backup to put out your claims, and yeah, you understand how that works. What else? Yeah, my newsletter for the week is ready. I'll share it once I'm done with this video. No, I think I'll share it by noon. Say 12:01. I'll share it, right? So I believe it would help you. Then what else? I think that's I think I made a list here. So I think that's basically it. So don't forget to subscribe, right? If you like videos like this, let me know if you like videos like this where I get to just relax and just talk to you. Let me know, because I just want to have this very good and expansive community here on YouTube. Okay, so let's just talk, and of course, yeah, my guys. Oof, it's been a very tough week for me. It's been a tough week, but what to do? I have to talk to you guys now. I also have a project that I just closed yesterday. A client made first payment, so I'll be starting it today. So it's been a very interesting one. I don't really classify that project under my agency. It's still going to be under my agency because it's a design fund. So it's a business I'm building. I'm trying to like build my business out and not just take design as a hobby, because not just take design as a side thing, but more like a business now. More like it's been a business, but more structured now. Do you understand? I'm trying to like fix lapses and get things going. So it's a small project, right? It's gonna take me say 3 weeks or less to complete, and I'll just close out with that one. I'm also expecting on that one, right? It's much more huge, right? It's gonna take more of my time. So I'm trying to push as much resource and product as I can give to you guys now, because by that time I might have limited time. But I'll talk to you. I mean, I have stuck to you, but getting hands on things, and So on that thing, so I'm also going on for a 90 days challenge of doing things that are important to me. So if you feel like you want to join on that journey, let me know, and we could just set targets, and every day we give feedbacks on what we are doing. I'm going to be documenting mine online. I'm going to be sharing what I'm doing and what I am working on. It's going to be crazy, but I'm going to do it regardless. There's no time to snooze. The competition in the industry is getting really hard. You have to keep up with it. You have to go really hard you have to go not band for band. You have to go work for work. You have to be really, really crazy with all of this going on. So I think I've spoken for too long, and it's time to wrap it up. And any other updates? Yeah, I have to tell you guys, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, I would be documenting my building agency journey. I want to carry you guys on and show you guys how I'm doing it. I'm doing it for the first time. I don't know how it's gonna go, but we succeed, we fail, we do this together, and we learn, pick up, and keep going, right? You see that 5 to 10K, we're gonna we'll make it. We're gonna do it, all right? And thanks for sticking around, guys. It means so much to me. I see the views. I think my last video got like my last video got about 53 views, and that meant so much to me. And I don't know how many this one will do. I don't really care at this point. I just want to create videos and just document my journey with you guys, doing the weekly. I want to do more than just once a week, right? I want to do more than just once a week. I don't know how it will be done because I edit videos myself. I still do my design work. I build my agency, creating the course. So I'm doing so many things at a time. I just take them step at a time because yeah, it's not easy, but I mean, which other option is not doing it? Of course, that's not possible. You just have to keep grinding. So I think I've spoken enough, and a big thanks to you guys for sticking around with me. I really appreciate, and I don't know, this is just weighing me down, but it's life. It's life, right? It's part of life. So till we meet next time, don't forget to stay jiggy. Honestly, I love you all. I love you all, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated if there's any other thing. If you want us to have a community or we can chat personally, that's fine. We could do that, but I don't want to just make that move right if without you guys asking or requesting for it. So yeah, stay jiggy. I have to get back to work now. Of course, edit this video and drop it, then release my newsletter, then get back to work. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe and share with anybody that you think this would be helpful to, right? Don't forget to share, subscribe, comment, like, so YouTube can recommend this video to some other person that might find this helpful. I'm trying a new video, like I said. I don't know if you guys would like this or it's too long, but if you do not like it, let me know. I will not create something like this again, and I'll create something else. Really having crazy headache right now. Yeah. Yeah. Bye.